Would you like to know how you can spend a lot of time with your family and your loved ones while building a successful business? Is it even possible? Yes. My next guest, Justin Breen, has built two successful global PR companies, and he also spends lots of time with his beautiful wife and his two children. And in this interview, he shares his strategies, how he does it. So let's get started. Welcome to the Happy on the Inside podcast, the podcast where you will learn the secrets of living a happy and fulfilled life from people who live that way every day. I'm your host, Anna Ditchburn, and let's get started. Justin, welcome to the Happy on the Inside podcast.
Yeah, happy on the inside leads to happy on the outside, and then happy in family, I found, has created happy in business and life.
That's the reason I've invited to my podcast today. Justin, before I jump into my question, when I was doing research about you, I've noticed that you have been on so many podcasts.
Yep.
I want to ask you, after being on those podcasts, what makes an interviewer a very good interviewer?
Not talking, asking a question and then let the guest. So I was a journalist for 20 years and then running a global PR firm now and global connectivity platform. All I do is talk to top visionaries, not humans, not business owners, not consultants, and then simplify into patterns. So unless I'm on a show like this, I mostly listen just 90% of the time. I'd rather, frankly, not talk unless it's in a format like this. And then I never come prepared for any interview. I've interviewed thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. There are only two questions I always ask. One, who your parents or grandparents were, because if you know where you come from, you know where you are, and then you know where you're going. Most folks don't know where they come from, so they don't know where they are, and they don't know where they're going. And then I always end an interview with anything else I'd like to add, something that would be good for this story. Other than that, no preparation ever.
I agree with you. Listening, as my friend said, the power is in the listener. Justin, how many dates did you go on with your wife?
Well, I'm guessing you're referring to 2018, but 2018. But so we went out once a week without the kids, at least once a week. So that was 52 that year. My wife and I go on lots of dates. It's interesting. My favorite quote, well, at least one of them, is from Earl Nightingale, who did audio recordings in the early 1900s. And favorite quote of his, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So I used to think that kind of only applied to business or purpose of life, but I actually think I know it applies to marriage as well, and family as well. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, and then marriage is the worthy ideal, or family's the worthy ideal, and you just get better and better at it every day, and then so that's success to me.
So amazing. I love this. And you wrote the book, which is an amazing book, Epic Life.
Thank you.
Where you are sharing that you are writing a gratitude journal for your wife every single morning. I think the gratitude is antidote to fear and everything else.
Tremendous. Antidote. Well,
yes.
Here's where I will dovetail that, because that's a powerful word. It's an antidote. So all I do is talk to visionaries. So not humans or business owners, they're just pure visionaries. And then I hear blah, 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 and then simplify into a pattern. And you not always, usually visionaries usually marry or partner with a stabilizing human. Usually. My wife is a pediatrician stabilizing human. And then a gratitude mindset is the stabilizing equivalent of marrying a stabilizing human for mindset. Gratitude. That's what so antidote. I like that word. It's a stabilizer, because entrepreneurs, not humans, entrepreneurs. humans are, I don't understand them. I've never have. Business owners, I've never understood them. Consultants, I just don't understand it. Entrepreneurs are the most damaged people, the most damaged with the best coping skills, the highest IQ, highest EQ. And that's one, that's why they usually marry a stabilizing human. And then two, that gratitude is the antidote because they're the most damaged, and they need that stabilizer. So I found that gratitude and the right mindset is that stabilizer or antidote to the, and then fear. I mean, that's what separates entrepreneurs from humans is that humans use fear as an excuse. Entrepreneurs figure it out.
Justin, what are the main attributes of your wife that really helped you to build the two businesses and writing your two books?
Oh, and I appreciate you focusing on her because without her, I'm in a ditch. Or that's interesting. Your last name's Ditch Burn. I'm in a ditch burning without my wife. I told my wife a week after we met that I loved her. I would have told her the first date, but that I think that would have scared her. So she was still a little scared. Still a little scared after a week, but I couldn't wait any longer because I'm an activator. I don't waste time with anything. Most visionaries don't waste time with anything. They just do it and then see what happens. So that was a good example of that. So Strength Finders, Gallup Clifton Strength Finders, there's 34 of them, 34. I'm 1, activate, 2, maximize, 3, achieve. Dead last in empathy, dead last. For top entrepreneurs, endless empathy. My wife is harmony, relator, achiever. Harmony. I mean, I still don't know. It's confusing. I'm 31 out of 34 in harmony. So she is collaborative harmony relator in everything. Family, talking to humans. Don't forget to pick up children. She's the new COO of a second company, the exclusive high price point connectivity platform. And she's about a month ago, she's like, hey, what if I phased out of pediatrics and became COO of your second company? I'm like, great, here, tell everyone. And I never would have asked her to do that. And so she's brought the same harmony relation into second company that she has into family. So it's success is progressive realization of worthy ideal. So it's the same formula. It's really interesting to see it transfer to for her from family to business. It's very interesting. And then I don't believe in randomness. Yesterday she had her first 5-figure profit, direct impact because of her five-figure
Wow.
check yesterday. So that was less than a month after being COO. Pretty so, and she'll never stop. So she's a machine because she's achiever 3, but with harmony.
Well, I do believe that behind every successful man is a strong woman. Justin, you said you knew that you love her on your first date.
Yeah.
How did you realize that she is the one?
I don't think there's a how for that. So there's a Dr. Doug Brackman. He wrote the book Driven. It's about the ADHD brain, which I don't have, but he has a really good assessment. IamDriven.com. It's really good. It's 5 minutes and it's free and all that. But so I took it and was on his show when he was genuinely confused because like he's never seen a brain like mine, which makes sense. Alien among aliens. But one of the scores is intuition. And my intuition is like off the charts. So if I know something, I just know it. I don't know. I just know. So I just knew immediately. So there's no how for me, there's no how. I just knew. And I really get like that. It's happened 3 times in my life. 1, when I met her, 2, starting first company, and then 3, starting second company. That's really the only 3 times that it's happened. I just know. And then you just focus on what you know. Our first date was the day before she started medical school. So very thankful.
Amazing. Justin, I want to go back in 2017.
Yeah.
When your salary was cut down half, and when you felt this feeling of utter hopelessness and panic.
Entrepreneur.
That's what you wrote in your book. Yeah, that's what you wrote in your book.
Right.
And now you are the leader of one of the biggest leading PR companies
Thank
and
you.
the Wall Street Journal, USA Today bestseller author, and PR for visionaries. My question for you, for those who is just starting or in a similar position like you were in 2017, how do you go from where you were to where you are now?
No excuses. I don't understand people who make it. So most people can't do that. That's why they stay small business owners or consultants or get a job. You're either born like that or you're not. I'm convinced of that. But anyone who makes an excuse of me or asks what do you cost or charge, they're not one of those people, which is fine. I just only talk to people. I've always talked like this. I just found through time the only people that understand me are top entrepreneurs on planet. So top entrepreneur on planet will do whatever it takes. There's no excuses.
Have you made any excuses in your life previously?
No, there are no excuses.
What are some of the common excuses that
I
you
don't-
hear
I
people
don't
make?
hear them. I don't even listen. No. I mean, what I guess I used to hear is, what do you cost or charge? If someone asks that, they're not a visionary.
So is it just the polarizing people out of your life and working
Directness
with,
eliminates nonsense and attracts greatness.
I love it. But for some of my listeners,
There's a no but. No, wrong. Wrong answer. There is no but. That's the difference. Nope. There is no.
got you.
So that's the answer. There is no. Some of your listeners aren't visionaries. Nope.
What is your definition of visionaries?
Well, the first chapter, Epic Life, is the cream rises to the top. That's something my father said every day that he was alive that I can remember. So he was a World War II hero, shot down multiple times in combat, many times without a parachute. He was 61 when I was born, so he'd be 107 now. So he just got back into a plane. So that's a visionary. You either can do that or you're a butt. But no butt. Get back into the plane. It's pretty simple.
What is your vision in this life?
Purpose of my life is to be a connecting superhero for every visionary who shares their stories with the world. That's always been my purpose. But as a journalist, was doing it for media companies or whatever. Now, just doing it for the visionaries and for my family and network.
Are there any challenges that you are experiencing right now?
No, not now. No, not now. The challenges are the key. I mean, that's what that's what life is, though, is the challenge. That's the essential ingredient for getting to this type of place, because entrepreneurs are the most damaged, the most challenges, but the best coping skills, no excuses. So right now, no, I mean, I only care about two things, only two. One, experience in life with my family. If you have a good family life, you have a good life. And then two, growing network on a global level. When you do that, you create endless opportunities for your network and yourself. I found all this other stuff takes care of it. So most people don't think or talk that way. So challenges before were finding people that actually understood me. Now people really, all the people I talk to really understand me. And if they don't, they just kind of go away.
That's what I've noticed. When I shifted my whole being, I stopped attracting really people who are not on the same level with me.
Get rid of the
Or-
butts.
I will take it, Roger, that.
Yeah.
I know you communicate with top of the top.
Yeah.
What is your secret of making this deep and meaningful and long-lasting connection with those people?
Great question. So 34 strength finders. I'm dead last in empathy, second to last in includer. For top visionaries on planet, I have endless empathy, endless inclusion. Always want to understand that type of brain. One, because they're like my dad, no excuses, but I can actually help them. They can help me. So, and they allow me to spend time with my family. So, which is what I care about most. By genuinely listening and caring about them and really trying, like, honestly, I understand them better than they understand themselves, because I know the patterns. I see that because all I do is talk to people like that, and I see the patterns. They're like, how did you never met me before? How do you know this? I'm like, well, because I know the patterns. Every now and then there's an anomaly, but I genuinely care about them because they're the ones that actually change the world. And they won't ask what do you cost or charge. They'll just do it. Then I can actually serve purpose in my life and then connect them to other people. And then they do whatever they want with that. And then they allow me to spend time with my family. It's very simple.
Justin, you are talking about your Kolbe assessment.
Yeah.
Where you can literally learn more about yourself. Would
Yeah.
you share with my listeners a little bit more? What is it about?
So I don't care what someone's personality is. I want to know if they're actually going to do something. So Kolbe is how your brain takes action. The only score I really care about is quick start. Highest is a 10. Most people I talk to are 8, 9, or 10 quick starts with little to no follow through. So that's ADD, diagnosed or undiagnosed. I'm one of the very, 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 very rare visionaries with high quick start, high follow through, and high fact finder. It's kind of an anomaly. So I can keep up with the visionary and follow through, which is really rare. From a strategic point of view, in 6+ years as an entrepreneur with zero business background, zero, our firms have partnered with only two entrepreneurs that I know of under a 7 quick start. So I'll talk to them once, but I basically don't talk to anyone under a 7 quick start anymore because they don't do anything. They overanalyze and send me these long emails about what this means, and then they don't do anything with it. So that for me, that's a pointless discussion because it takes time away from me and my family.
I love how you talk about quick start. In your book, I've read in a chapter where you are explaining naming your years.
Yeah.
Which for me, it was very, very beneficial.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I was like, naming your years.
Yeah.
And I named my year 2023. Do it now.
Right.
Do
Perfect.
it now, because
Great.
when I have a great idea, before I would start.
Yeah, you're a 7 fact finder.
Yeah. Yep. And now I put this reminder on my phone. Do it now every morning.
Do it.
I love it.
It's the only way to learn anything.
How does it help people in their life naming their year?
Well, it's interesting because 2023. Okay. So 2020 was global growth. 2021 is no limits. So every day you say the same, no limits, no. 2022 was epic life. So the name of the book that's became epic life. So every day you say it. And then this year is networks, 2 words, networks. And then, wow, my wife's the COO of Epic Network. And then she just had her first 5-figure. But that's what happens. If you just say it, you almost speak it into existence. I mean, do it now is a good one. So that's because all these overthinkers, they never actually do anything. They just spend their life thinking. It doesn't do anything.
It really helped me to especially wake up in the morning when I don't feel like going and exercising or going for a walk. And then my reminder, do it now. Right. So thank you so much for sharing this.
No problem.
Justin, what is next for you? What is
Success is the progressive realization of worthy ideal. I only ask myself 2 questions. 1, did I have a good experience that day with my family? 2, did network grow on a global level? Most visionaries are idea, shiny object, idea, shiny. I'm not like that. So doing those 2 things will create whatever happens.
If people would love to get in contact with you, where can they find you?
We're both floating in space. The new company is called Epic Network, and then Justin Breen on LinkedIn. And then I'm very grateful Dr. Peter Diamandis wrote the foreword for Epic Life. And it's about how to build collaborative global companies while putting your loved ones first. So that's all over the world, and hope people like it.
Perfect. I would highly recommend to read this book. What I love about this book, it's very easy to read. It's very easy to take the actions on this book. And it's so clear. Justin, before we go, do you have any concluding thoughts?
Good learner. I just keep making bigger investments to be in smaller rooms, but the people in those rooms are making bigger impact. That allows me to spend biggest investment, smallest room, which is my family, where I can make the most impact. Very simple.
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Breen.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I would really love to hear your thoughts about today's episode. What did you like and what would you love to hear more about? For more information about my story and my work, go to my website at annaditchburn.com, where you can also download for free my 7 secrets that I've learned about being happy from the inside out. So thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.